So this press conference today is going to be delivered our Inspector General of Police, Gregory O. It's at this time that we present to you our Inspector General to present this press statement.
Good afternoon, all. Today is a good assigned day for this nation as we move the law of our citizens. Why we do investigate the circumstances surrounding the death. I would like to sympathize with the family, understand their pain, understand their suffering at this point in time, and I want to send out my sincere condolences. 2 years ago today, I lost a investigator. I've gone ahead and tried to reach the wife of the deceased. I didn't get her. I sent her a text. But then about an hour later, I was able to make physical contact with her and the entire family, and I expressed our sincere condolences and assured the family and the general public by extension, again through this media, that the investigation will be devoid of any interferences. We have absolutely nothing to hide. We will be as transparent as possible, 100% transparent, and releasing information based on this investigation in real time. We're asking the public to kindly give us their fullest cooperation and try at least to trust us. I understand how trust and legitimacy in law enforcement body has degraded over a period of time. But we are going to be as transparent as possible because this is one of the ingredients of restoring that trust and legitimacy. So these investigations that are ongoing will show you that the Nigeria National Police is at the moment of this new leadership will be transparent, will be open, and will look into all of the issues that are of yet of concern to the general public. We've been receiving a lot of calls back and forth from families and loved ones who have passed mysteriously over the years. Please to announce to the public that we have set up a whole PS5 unit, and we're opening all of those investigations that are still pending to be able to give some closure to the family and give them justice as is so required. The unit have started. We were going very far with our first two investigations. One has to do investigation. One has to do with the cache of arms that were discovered at the Freeport Gamble Building, and the other ones I will not mention the right now because we're still collecting a lot of funding. But as we move in and as we get more information, we will be reaching out to the general public. In the same vein, we're asking all those who may have information on cases that are pending, cases that people not properly investigated. We're asking you to please come forward with information that will aid us in this investigation. We're concerned about the issue of crime. I mean, there's been a surge. We're not surprised because in these times it starts to show that whenever there's a transition, we're all testing for water. We are being very best to be our engagement. We will be remaining within our legal continuum, but we will be aggressively dealing with the issue of crime. The armed robbery situation, we still have because we are active engagement. We have intel, engaging in the hideout, so we're able to put a grip over it. Concern about the motorcycle theft as well. We are one step closer to us with bigger thing of motorcycle theft that have led to the life of not just riders, not just the motorcycles, but all the bike. So we ask the public to please are able to support the cooperation as we continue all of these investigations. This administration will focus on because there's so many things that we have to do, and we're going to take them one side at a time. We are very, very concerned, very passionate issue of sexual gender violence, so we will aggressively proceed, and the issue of safety. Public safety for all road users, no discrimination. We will try as much as possible does not exist in this country. It just doesn't exist. And for a very long time, it's just the motorcyclists and the peddler riders who are singled out as safety issue. This time around, we're looking at it holistic for the pedestrians, all road users. We are putting multiple levels, multiple stakeholders engagement, like a series of meetings with different unions coming together, asking them for their input. Tell me, Lord, only on that you know what needs to go ahead and move as input. And this is the service that we are providing for the nation. You provide a service, people are satisfied. We should provide a service as well, and you who the recipient is satisfied. So this time around, we're incorporating the views of those who are going to be affected by our enforcement as to how they think that it should be done, so that they have an appreciation for the service that we provide. We held 3 meetings so far with the different unions of road transport users, all of the different unions, discussing a way forward. We're concerned about the livelihood issues that some of the restrictions we have. So we're more calling them to the table so we can see how we look at it in the short and the long term solution to some of the safety concerns that we have in the region. As part of our drive to remain extremely transparent, we will be releasing new footage of occurrences at New York and that of Legacy situation yesterday. Calling on the general public, anybody who has got any information, any issue that is investigation, please come forward, share it with us so that we can be able to investigate properly. You know, we can do this online, we can see it, we can do it. We can also have them careful on investigating things it's okay for us to do this. Like I said, we have absolutely nothing to hide. So transparency is the format. You know, it's really assets. There's tons of issues here that I would like to go over, but I know there are tons of questions as well. I will answer some issues that I. But one thing I can assure the public on before I can answer the question is the fact that that account will be based on the income. The main on the two seats are consistent with the nomination of police officer, which is an indication that Brown could be one of the police officers involved in the lodge. Officer involved shooting team has been set up. Investigation is ongoing. We're taking it to another level. We asked the Association of Nigerian Law Enforcement Professionals in the United States to also take a separate review of our use of force in this incident as it relates to the death of two of our citizens. When that report is completed, we will be releasing the public and we will be very, very open and very transparent about it. I think I've covered a lot and I will let you rest because I know the questions are not going to stop.
Okay, so at this juncture, we will take your questions. Please raise your hand so we know you and call your name, institution, and platform, and let your questions be limited to what has been presented in the case. So we will take.
All right, so good afternoon.
And of victims who lost their life during the heated protest on last Thursday. So we want to say welcome. Your name, please.
My name is Yata Masare from Grenkemo County, Gurakone District.
Uh, you say again. Your name.
My name is Yata Masare.
Yata.
Yes.
You said one of your relatives were involved in this protest and quote unquote lost their life. How are you feeling? Can you give a clear descriptions of what went on during the protest?
Yes, I was one of the protesters. I
Your
was one of the protesters that went to the town hall way to go and protest for my future, to go and protest for my country.
Are you working with the B Mountain?
No, I've been here since 2012
What led you to being involved in the protest?
because I want to work. Not only working, but people are working, they are not paying them. And one man here they call Daba Allen, the Green people in Green Cayman County, including me, we decided now we now want Daba Allen.
Who is the Daba Allen?
Daba Allen is a country manager in Green Cayman County. Me just say everywhere BM Mountain Air. We say we not want him because he not in our interest.
Why is he doing that? The citizens of King George is refusing to allow him being the country manager of B Mountain.
We in King George, we need chlorine, we need water. We learn that the chemical that BM Mountain using here is the second most dangerous chemical in the world. They using the air, they can't get all water. We drink it pond water. No chlorine in the place we drink it pond water. When our men and work, they can't pay them on time. They can't even pay them the money that they're supposed to pay them. Imagine somebody working on ground, brother. Somebody working on ground, they're working for $350. When they work, at the end of the month, they gain them 400. When they gain the 400, they will call it again, they say overtime. They will call overtime, they call the poor salary, and then they gain a little of nothing. So all the women, the protest start with the women. Now what made the women raise consent to go and go protest? I was one of the protesters.
So how it all started?
The protest start. All the women of King George, we went to Hallway Gate, which is Boone Gate. They play their company car can pass, and they play all the citizens who can pass to go on the main road. When the women we do road black. When we black the road, we say no car will coming, no car will going. If motor bar boys, then because it was on Thursday, you know our area, the market day for on Thursday. If you want to go in the market where our road black, you will get down, you get on another bag to go and buy your food.
So were there prior conversations with Deba Allen or the heads of the company that giving an area notice that you people are going to protest?
Yes, people know because they passed with the announcement in the car that you were going to be a wild protest. Even in Taiwan, people were protesting the same day.
What did the company do to adhere to this protest or to stop people from protesting? Were there conversations beyond the scene?
No, we don't see any company, we don't see anybody to come and talk to us. Even the HR, we only saw the HR car came and stopped to the PSU guys. When he talked to the PSU guys and got in the car, he went.
Were they doing the protest? I'm saying before the protest, before the meeting.
No.
There was no negotiation.
Nothing.
It was only during the protest that you saw
the HR to come and talk to the PSU people, but he never came to any citizen, and we never bothered him. We started protest on in the morning hour. I was there. I was holding a placard. I even on video. I even have video for it. So when we were doing the protest, Laha Madaba came. She was going and go up on a blame way they were having meeting there. We stopped her. We said she can't pass. The senator now, Daba Fabla. We said she can't pass. She appealed to us. She said she had an urgent call. So she begging us we will allow her pass. How we allow her to pass. When she was coming, we stop her again. We said our man is say but the protest will not stop protesting. We don't have gun. We don't even have food to eat. We don't mind say even crediting food for us to eat. But we want what we want something. Because we can be in King George, young girls are not working. They will take their girlfriend from moreover, they bring them here to work. So it may all angry. We can be in King George, the guy, women in King George here, that are not working since they entered 2012, they're not working the year. And I want to woman. At 22 years, going to 23 years, I got right to work here as a Liberian citizen. So it may all angry we went there. When we started protest, in the evening hour was still there, Madaba left us. But before then, Madaba store was talking to her family king. The B man for the country, they call him PSU man, they call him family, Mr. Famule. They call him Mr. Famule. So when he came, he wanted to papa me to go to the woman. I said no. I said, so he can't pass, I beg you. He said, why? I said, because the citizen talking to the person that they elect, our senator, so he can't pass. Then he asked me a question. You own Green Cayman County more than me? I said, I don't do about you. But for me, I'm from Green Cayman County. He said, where you from? I said, I'm from Taiwan. Which clan? I said, I'm from Menemasa clan. He said, I'm from Go. But when you ask to pay today, we kill.
Did the protest started on a peaceful footing?
Peaceful protest, we have video. No protester are having gun.
What caused the protest to take another way around?
Okay. One of the aspiring they call Tower Pharaoh. He came with the PSU guys. He came, He was wanted to pass. Boy, matter Pharaoh. He was wanted to pass and came to us. I was there. And our cheerleader, youth cheerleader were there. So when he came, he said, gentlemen, please, let me pass. We said no. Sir Pharaoh, you want to stay this thing from here. And you even contested. So please go back home. We can't accept you now. Please. He said, oh, gentlemen, please, let me pass. We said no. He talked it 2 times. He didn't say too long, the PSC guy called him. When the PSC guy called Pharaoh less or many, the PSU guy came, they said, Chunky, take away our roadblock. They said they need a few more pass. We said no car passing. Even our senator will stop us from passing. Why he said the company few more pass? It will not happen. So in the start chunking there, so all the women so women were there between 7 to 8 in the night. So that how we run all him. We said, well, what going on here? I thought you're supposed to be on your side. We on our side, we're not disturbing anybody. Now how he said, yo, move on the road. You move on the road. Now how he shoot in the air. Live bullet 2 times. He shoot in the air. When he shoot in the air, he talked to Pharaoh. He was standing like direct when they do that shooting. Now the PSC guy took to Pharaoh and put him in the car. When they put him in the car, after shooting 2 times, was there talking to them. Now how they open tear gas on all. They open tear gas on all. It was not easy for all. The women will have to run, go in the estate. Some people share, some people go all to that new creation area they're facing. Like everybody scatter, when everybody scatter now, like how they start advancing on all in the villages name. He mean myself or affected. Tear gas enter here on all. My late daughter almost died, my sister almost lose her life. Like how we King Osa, the whole community King Osa, we started looking for potato green. So when they did doing it until daybreak on them. When daybreak on them, like how the protesters stay get together to stay go and do roadblock. To the simple a player war. When the protester went there, my late brother lose his life now. Well, he was with me in the night. I was holding him. He was not there because also with me were there.
How old is he?
The labor is 28 years old. He was born 1996. 28 years old.
He's 28.
Yeah.
Is he a student?
Yes.
Were he involved in the protest? You were part of the protest?
No. Now with me were doing the protest. When they
what was him back then that got him being killed in the protest?
My father, the security for the Nusta Tower. So every morning he can always go to the papi, he draw water for the papi.
The labor in question.
Yeah, the boy in question. So that when he in the night, I hold him, he was left sitting up to 11 to 12 in the night when they see someone my was calling because I hear my pa will can sleep. My pa can sleep to the tower, so he the only boy can sleep in the house. So the Oma said that Esa come. Now I said, okay, Oma Esa coming. But when the labor go, I call the Oma and confirm from the Oma Esa there, she said, yes, Esa here with me. That Esa myself sleeping. So when Deborah called, I said, Esa, where are you? He said, sister, I'm going to our place to eat. They cook food, they say our food, so I'm going to eat. I said, when you finish my car, because I'm not going to be part of the protest. But then I was there, I was part of the protest. I was standing right on the road. Potato green were all on me, or my church I saw were there. So I was standing, I saw them bringing, they brought the first body. They brought 4 wounded person to the clinic. So I was still on the road. Then I saw they were towing my brother. Like, I said, then I knocked my pastor because my pastor arrested all he was doing live video too, he was recording. So I said, Pastor, I said, I'm going. I said, that person they bring it to me. I said, the connection too much from between me and that person. I said, something telling me that person close to me. He said, Pastor, they say, child of God, don't talk like that. I said, no. But I turned my back, I saw our sister in the yard who live in the same yard. He said, don't go yet, they kill your brother. The police shoot your brother. The police shoot your brother. So that how I ran there, we put I take the ball from when the people here, I put him under the motor, I went to the clinic. The clinic said they don't able the ball. I picture car, I carry the ball, no gas or in the pool, and clinic, the whole clinic was off. I carry my brother with 1 protester, what they beat and hair right here. I treated the ball. On which they asked for my brother age, I call my brother age, I do the registration for my brother, everything. So they were still wasting time. I told the man I carry me and say, I beg you, uncle, let me carry my brother in my over. Then he called me and say, hey, are you the man right now? He say, you have to kill her. Take heart. He say, we'll lose your brother. I said, who told you? He said, the hospital, Sinja Hospital, confirmed my brother dead.
What exactly was your brother before he got shot by the police officer?
My brother was coming from to the tower to my father, from my father's house, coming to me because he living with me. When he was coming, a bag was 10. They shoot my brother from his back. On his side, yeah, I have photos for it. Because my husband took the photo before carrying my brother in Sinji. They shoot my brother from the back.
Can you display that photo of your little brother, Wonder Mike? Do you have the phone that you can display it for those watching?
Yes. I can.
So what's the name? The name of the boy
The
that
boy
got
name
killed?
is Esa Masari.
So how are you feeling right now that your little brother was victimized during this protest?
Actually, I'm feeling very bad. Not only my little brother, but everybody that got winner and killed, I really need justice for them. Because if they're not happy in that, they will keep killing or it's not their first time, the company taking their advantage over all. Actually, now my little brother here. Now my little brother lying here.
Okay, so
Now they
folks
play
you can
they play
see.
the shooting from.
Uh,
Now he here. Now the little boy here, laying now. Now he back the shoot. So I really need justice for the boy. Now only my brother, I'm not seeing this because it's out of my brother. I'm seeing this because other people too are involved.
uh,
And I only want justice for my brother. I want justice for everybody that was involved. I want justice for Liberians.
so the police are doing their press conference, and the information ministry said that some protesters were carrying live arms. How true is that?
Nobody want lie to either protester carry arm because I want the protester. And my brother here.
Okay.
No police officer must say the protester are having arm. If even protester are having collar, then we guilty. The only thing that the protester was doing after they shoot 3 men, the protester got very angry. We start chunging rack. The protester that the only thing we were having. And what really brought the burning of the police station, after they shoot the other boy from the mouth, the police officer took the dead boy from the ground. When he stepped on the ground, he put the dead boy up and ordered the boy to open his mouth. He shoot the boy from his mouth. We have photo for it.
So since this protest, quote unquote, have been 2 days, right?
Mhm.
Have there been any representations from the B Mountain Company to those people that were affected?
No. The only people we saw was the lawmaker. We were having as about 9 lawmaker, Yeke Koduba, other Mandaba Vabla, we Tosi, we Fatumata Bintu, all of them came here. But they never had the time to talk to us. They only carried the body for my late brother body and I gave it to them.
So
When I was bringing my late brother body, the police, the PSC people, they refused my late brother body to not enter here. The advance gun. The driver can attest to this. When I reached to the hallway gate or leading to their company area, PSC garden was there already. They said, "What you carrying?" And the question they asked me, I said a body. Who body? I said my brother that you killed. They said I didn't want kill. I should carry my brother body and put it to funeral one. I said no. I said I carry the body in Kinshasa for you to eat it. The body belongs to you. So they said the body will not pass. They don't want the allow to pass. I reached to the tower with my brother body in the car with another protester that got hair to red to the hair while I treated in Sinji Hospital. When we reached to the tower there, they stopped the car again. I said, "Why you going? Why in the car?" I said, "Body." The officer went and read the leaf that I put in front of the car. They said the body can enter. In fact, they not know that body in Kinjo. I said, "But I'm a lay brother body I carry. Why you carrying the body?" I said, "I carrying it for you to eat it." They said the body can enter. They refused. So they may advance the gun. The PS guy, he advanced the gun. When he advanced the gun, I had the jaw go down. The jaw said, "My man, your kid, they get brother. You want to kill her again?" Like the other friend, the other police was saying, which is the PS guy, that he not get friend him. He said, "My man, put the arm down, put the gun down." When he put the gun down, say they refuse for the body to not enter. So that had the driver turn the car. We both do where Thompson the HR building his house. Like they play with power with the body will enter in the town. When we enter in the town, the protesters say we should carry the body to that place. I said no. The body belongs to the town people because the town people they kill. I can't get the body to any PSC me. That I will carry the body to the town hall. The body that will lean to the town hall, that my day brother body will lean to the town hall. What the lawmaker see, and the lawmaker then carry the body in Moroville. Because for me, from Muslim background, my mother came. She said we should bury The people said no, they body not for any family member. They body belongs to the government. Because the national police kill the boy.
So it has also been reported by the Liberia National Police allegedly that 12 police officers were wounded during this protest, and it has been also reported allegedly that there was one person that lost their life, quote unquote, on yesterday. Another report came out said another person have died that was rushed to the JFK. So, quote unquote, there are two persons allegedly have been reported dead from the police angle. So, from your own observation, because you said you were part of those that were protesting,
Yeah,
how many persons have you noticed that have died as a result of this protest?
from the police people or the citizen.
Your own, how many persons you noticed that have
The
died?
person I see, the person who I see with my eyeball,
Yeah.
my late brother and another person were in the hospital. And the boy that they shoot in the mouth on him died instantly when they brought him already. Okay, after giving my late brother body to me, when the boy, after he was still living, when I was going, they carried the boy to the police had the boy with him. But the in my person in senior hospital, I saw two amole with my citizen surveilling or in the ambulance with them. They confirmed one death already. So the other one, they were carrying it in Monrovia. But according to information when I left, they killed another people. So really, I was not on the scene at that time. But other people can stay and be there. But for my eye, the one that my eye saw, that was the dead body, my eye was see. My late brother and the body that I left, and the one that I see in with the company, ambulance, in Sinje, one, that 3, plus the one that was on a critical condition, they carry.
So, last people will take a leave of you. What's your message out there to national government?
Would be for me, I'm baking. Wala America or Wala well are baking anywhere they say this in here, they must please hear up. Because if it not happen that day, the people will continue killing us. The company are not in our interest. Even the people that they come in, send here to for them to really be for us, they not for us. They for the company. They for the company because the PSU guys saying it. They pay them to do it. They say they're protecting the company. They're not protecting citizens because the government send them direct to mind the company, to protect the company. So if they prefer for citizens to die, but for any company car to go in. The first thing when we're protesting, we're having 3 continuous with us. Car, what brought the car brought the company goods. It was with us when we were protesting. In video, we left there. The people took their car because we were not protesting to burn anything. We only protest for something. We want something now. You want it. We want something.
What were some of your counts?
Number one, we now want Daba Allen. Daba Allen is citizen of Liberia, but he not in our interest. Daba Allen been working here as a country manager now small years. 17 years he been working with your citizen. Nothing you can show. No good thing now. One day for Daba Allen. We can even see Daba Allen with our eyeball. For me, if I see Daba Allen, they handle him. But I've been here since 2012. And I know Daba Allen, he's just in the fence. He's just in the fence. They have to get order. And Tawa Pharaoh, they were saying this. Anybody that call me, I can repeat myself. Tawa Pharaoh, the one that get order for them to kill us.
Who's that, Pharaoh?
Tawa Pharaoh, that one of the aspiring for they go on election. They call him Boyman. Baka Tawa Pharaoh. I'm talking now again. One gunshot at a fan.
Okay.
Yeah. One gunshot at a fan. Direct in my bed. Now I get it. You see? So we now want Tawa Pharaoh. We now want Daba Allen. We want current. We need water. The water we drink is risky for all. Can they go killing our brother? Like once so-called boy die, they feed when anybody die, they will just go. They say that pressure. The something that they use here. They now talk to them that they must supply all water. Even the affected community. Last year we got a case from Chicanola. The chemical was killing fish. They only supply that people 1 week with food and water. At the end, our citizens they're drinking the same water. That pump water we're drinking. All the current is seeing Kinjo. We rent current here. That renting current. They're not paying our brother and current. They're not doing well. When they get ready, they got more Turkish in our face than Liberian. Turkey people doing sport or work. Why even female that can do it? Tire men were talking me doing it. Even the water factory, BM Martin had their own water factory, but right now supposed to be there now. They were taking water from Aqua Life. They used to all the people they need to pay it. Thanking the people in the valley, they say they must pay their money at the end result. They start facing our own water man for water. Like talking people get their own water here. In the fin, nana. No name on the bottle. Pure mineral bottle. No name, no paper. The company facing their own tire. What is supposed to be for the labyrinths? Labyrinths supposed to face tire talking people buy from them. But now I'm talking the talking people water here. No labyrinth, no factory facing the water. Like talking people.
The water is not branded. I'm not seeing any inscription on it.
Nothing on it. The pure water and what they're facing.
Why you think that they don't want to brand the water with their logo or their name?
That one the government must be asked. Now they supposed to ask the government. Because when they come, like last year they both start facing their water. They used to take water from Aqua Life. But like last year they start facing their water. They say very purified by the government know about it. And they both facing their own tire. And then in the face, we'll get
Are
the
they
information.
are they selling this water to you people?
No, they work on the news by workers. They stopping our husband and our brother that are working inside there. And even our sister that are working inside there. When they catch one of the bottle outside here, they will sack you. One of the water here. When they see us inside, not selling. They ain't selling it. It's just inside there for jelly worker. If you go work, you drink it there. When you come outside, you drink upon water when you die, no problem.
Okay.
They get their own tire factory here. They say they even want to get their own cement factory here.
Okay. So is there any other person that want to give their own testimony of what unfolded on Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. So folks, Belvos, we are still here at one of the vacant residence where he believed to have lived before his demise during the just ended protest on Thursday. So, good morning.
Good morning.
So your name?
Baka Masari.
Bwaka Masale. What's your alignment in terms of family relationship with the boy who died as a result of the protest?
The boy who died and my little brother.
Little brother.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling?
Actually, I'm feeling bad right now. I'm feeling hurt.
Were you part of the protest?
No, I'm not live here.
You were not around during the protest. Where were you by then?
I live in Monrovia.
You're in Monrovia.
Yeah. They were on a Thursday morning. I can say around about 10 to 11. I received a call from my father. That day my mother was sitting there. She faint. I should come quick. I was on the traffic. I had a rush. On my way coming again, I received another call from my big sister. Say I received call from King George from your little sister that your big brother was shot. So my body started treating me. I said, but what kind of battle is? I started rushing to go towards my mother. When I went, I met all of them in tears. The next day again, I received another call from King Joy, from my brother-in-law, that my late brother died. So that I said, but then instead of looking at it, let me carry the woman in front, put them on car, carry the keke back, and then get on another bag to come. Exactly what I do. When I reach, they stop me from entering yourself
Who are those?
to the intersection there. You know that my first time coming here.
Or the protesters?
Yeah, not the protester, the PSU, ERU people. They stop me from entering the town. So that I tell them, say, well, my late brother, you're shot. And my late sister called me. I have to be here. Brother, it already happened.
So where's the dead body? Has he been buried or he have been taken to?
No, when we came on the scene, the body was still to the Palawa house. And when I opened the body, I saw my late brother laying down. Blood was still dressing from him.
I'm asking currently, where is he? Has he been buried?
No,
Where's the body?
the body was taken to Monrovia.
Monrovia.
Yeah.
By whom?
But the lawmaker, their instruction that we shouldn't bury the body. Send the people denying that now they want to kill the man or they not kill anybody. Let it do a test on the body.
the body have been taken to Monrovia for investigation
Investigation,
purpose.
yes.
Okay.
So for all we are Muslim, we just decide to bury the man as in the but you can call by all lawmaker and the king, they say we shouldn't do it.
So what's the message? What's the message to national government? Because you have been affected personally because your little brother got killed in the protest. What's your message out there to national government and
All right, okay. Let me say once again, uh, good evening to you, good afternoon, hello, and good morning from wherever you are watching this broadcast. Uh, it's a wonderful time to be here with you at this evening hour. You've seen some couple of videos and listened to uh, the people making their cases. You come to know that it wasn't easy. It was very terrible. In fact, if you watch the last video, you will realize that instead of protesting, they were looting. They were looting. We got to be careful. We actually got to be careful the way the things are going in our country. If you watch this video very carefully, let me share this video here. You'll come to know that instead of protesting, they are looting. That was bad. If you want to protest, you protest. So just watch this video carefully and see. If you want to protest, protest. And this is my problem with people normally who carry on the kind of good thing and turn to something else. And I don't blame them also because of the present economic situation Liberians have found themselves in. That's why you see people behaving like this. So why are they having mattresses on their head? If you went to protest, leaving the compound, why are you carrying mattresses? Where? Where are you carrying mattresses? You're entering in a house, taking things from there. Liberians will need to change. The Constitution never called for this kind of protest. The Constitution says you should peacefully assemble, peaceably assemble. Just reach one place. You don't have to go and loot. You don't have to go and steal. The people will know definitely that they wrong you. The things you are requesting them to do, they will do them. Why are you looting? Why? Why are you looting? That wasn't called for. Trust me, it wasn't. That wasn't the best thing to do. Why are you looting? We got to be careful. We need to be careful in this country. If we are not careful, it becomes a problem for us. Let's listen to Jeremiah Kong when he went to.
Okay.
And so later went to politics. I became representative in 2011. I got elected and took seat in 2012
When you say you're a representative in the legislative body,
in the
right?
legislature. In Liberia, we have two chambers, the House of Rep and the House of Senate.
Right.
But together is the legislature.
Okay.
So I got elected to the House of Representatives in 2011. I took seat in January 2012. And I retained my seat in 2017. I went for re-elections and I won my seat in 2017. And by 2020, I was asked by my constituents to run for the Senate,
Okay.
which is this time is the whole county. It's not just the district. And I contested in 2020 and I won the elections. And by 2023, I was contacted to be vice president to His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia. And we ran a successful campaign. And today I'm the vice president to His Excellency Ambassador Boakai.
And that's interesting. I mean, who knows what next step could be there for you, because Joseph Boakai has himself been vice president before. And Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, he was vice president, tried, lost to Weah, and now he's actually won. So that's a pretty interesting journey. What does it mean to you, this position you occupy? Before we get to the other stories and why Mr. Addison is here,
So
what does it mean to you?
For me, it's a space to work more. It's a space to do more for your people. And so it's challenging as a young person.
Right.
Your life is almost in a cave where you leave your house in the morning in the car, you go to work, and you got a lot of people following you and security people and everything. There's nothing private anymore. And so it's challenging, but I'm grateful, and we are praying that God guide us to do the right thing for our country and see how we can improve the lives of our people.
So this is a, 6-year term?
This is a 6-year term.
6-year term.
Yeah.
So this is 2024 till
2029 if they 2029.
By 2030, you'll be handing
2030,
you'll be handing over. All right. We'll come back to some of those, but I'd like us to throw the spotlight on a very interesting story about human beings and why we should be human to one another. And that also explains why you are in Ghana, right?
True.
Take us, is it 22 years ago or 24 years ago?
24 years ago.
24 years ago.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm in Ghana today because I've gone to represent the president of Liberia at an
Okay, I understand you anointed. You said Sheku, no need, no pre-decree of looting, no degree of looting should equate to discharging of live bullets by the police. Where are the robbers' bullet, pellets, and guns? Yeah, you're right, anointed. I'm not backing them either. And I will never back the Liberian National Police from discharging live bullets. No, I can't. What I'm saying is that I just want us to change the dynamics in our country when it comes to our protest, because our constitution is calling on us to be very responsible in our protest. Very, very responsible in our protest. We should not get involved with violence in the protest. If we decide to protest for the next 4 days, 5 days, if you assemble in the middle of the road and this is where you want to be, remain there until the government comes and tell you that, look, we will take care of issues from here. Don't loot. Let everybody see you as being peaceful in your quest of getting what you want. I'm just pointing out this thing so that we can know that we are not supposed to do these kind of things. Back to the issue of the death. The investigation is still ongoing. Emmanuel Zaza will be joining us tonight with a very wonderful question. And if you listen to the question Emmanuel Zaza has to ask, you were like, wow. So I don't want to jump the gun. I want Emmanuel to be here and ask that particular question. I want Emmanuel to be here to be able to ask that question. So that, yeah, so I'm sending Emmanuel a link now to join while we're expecting the other people to be here tonight. I will take a break and I'll be right back.
She can pray for too much, but as long as she's living, her hair will grow in a salon. And a bread will be handsome. You can pray for money. I know you get money. The women will roll. I'm a brother, I'm doing well, mama. You take it from you today, I will take it from you tomorrow, sister. You take it from there today, I will take it from you tomorrow, brother. believe, oh. Yes, I believe, oh. Yes, I believe, oh. Now for the lose. Yes, I believe, oh. No, I'm not going to I'm about to wait. Never want my way go.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. And thank you. Cassava leaf is not for good alone. And let's now bring on. So we are waiting for our guests. Let me quickly go for the comment. Anointed says the police IG should stop misleading the public about the death. He should remember that Madam Salif dismissed police IG Mark Ambala for killing armless protester. We go to Henry Sibyl. This IG should be fired immediately. Anointed says definitely. Then Slawon C. Yakbawolo says, I can't continue this show today because I'm so hurt. My heart's breaking. I know. I'm sorry. Anointed says, Seku, no degree of looting should equate the discharging of live bullet by the police. Where are the rubber bullets? The pellets, the cans? Where are they? I want to see them. Where are they that you have to go and discharge a live bullet? He's not happy about it. Thank you. Anointed is not happy about it. So that's all right there. We're gonna be visiting the front page Africa. I didn't want to jump the gun also until Gibson is here because this program is directly his program. I'm just the co-host for this program. But while I wait Gibson to be here tonight, let me share something with you people, and I want you to have time to please share this broadcast so that we can have an interaction. So let me share this with you people quickly. Now, if you look on the photograph here, inside this photograph, you got 3 different pictures. You got the pictures of young people with guns in their hands. You got the picture there of a man in a separate column of that the photograph, and you got the white lady with the American flag behind her. Now, when you come down a little bit, Front Page Africa is reporting War and Economic Crimes Court in striking distance with resolution expected before the end next week. I thought they think that stay fun the people playing, but it's getting serious. The resolution for the establishment of a War and Economic Crimes Court for Liberia is expected to be put on the floor of the lower house of the National Legislature next week. In the wake of the visit of Beth Van Schaak, U.S. Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice to Liberia. While the details of the resolution will be sponsored by Representative Small K. Moluba, an independent District Number 3 Monserrado County representative, is still unknown. The pending resolution comes amid report gathered by Front Page Africa that plans are on the way for the trial to take place in Ghana. Diplomatic sources inform Front Page Africa that alleged perpetrators from the country's 14 years brutal conflict will be tried and, if convicted, will serve their sentences in the Ghana seaport town of Winneba. Winneba is a fishing town and the capital of Ifutu Municipal District in the central region of southern Ghana and lies 140 kilometers east of the Cape Coast. Now let's look at this resolution. What is it going to be like? But I can't go further. Let me first of all bring in the host of the program. I'm I'm gonna get this from the screen.
No, I
Like I
don't think
said,
you should get it from the screen. I think you are proceeding very well.
so let
That was
me.
the same thing I was going to be discussing today. There are three things I got in mind. One
Okay.
is the front page story about the war crime code being at a striking distance. Striking
Okay.
distance in English means we can see it. We can throw it stone and we can see it. It's right near us. So front page is reporting that World Camp Code resolution is going to be out very soon, and it's going to be sponsored by one of the representatives of this of Montserrat County, and I think district number something number three or number
District number
five.
3.
District number three, and so it is important that we look at it a little bit. JNB promised to be different. He promised uh, to look into the War Crime Court. At the inauguration, he gave a vivid presentation of what he's going to do, that a war crime court will be established and a committee was going to be established to look into the war crime court. Segu, you still have that video, that interview with, I think I have it, the interview
I still have it.
with Alan White. So we
Yeah.
want to look at that interview again, and then we'll go back to the front page Africa story. Let's look at the interview with Alan White again. I think you have that video. I think
I still have
I
it.
just,
I'm
you know,
only.
we've been on this journey together for a long, long time. And I wanted to thank you for the phone call. And I just wanted to ask you again, why did you want me to come over here when you?
Well, you've been a good friend of Liberia, and I don't see it just as a duty. I see it as a concern for a country that you have interest in, and you pursue that, and we believe your concerns are genuine, and so we've opened the door for us to work together. That's why we call you.
Well, Mr. President, I can't tell you how many people worldwide, when they read your speech and you talked about having an office of the War Crimes and Economic Crime Court to facilitate the creation of this tribunal, international tribunal here in Liberia to bring the justice to the people. I heard it from the U.S. My phone blew up, as you can imagine. People said I could not believe, and they were so ecstatic and elated. And since I've been here, I've heard the same thing. So I wanted to thank you again and give you full assurances that we will do everything we can to help you bring justice for the victims of those 250,000 people that were killed during the 2 civil wars that happened.
Well, Alan, in every country, and especially a country that boasts of independence, 176 years, and you know very well that it is because of the impunity, the disrespect and disregard for justice that have created all the upheavals in this country. And we believe we have to lay this to rest. Let all the facts be known. Let people who think that they are innocent prove their case, so that we can lay this to rest, so that this country can move forward. It's not a wish hunt. It's a matter of testifying to what you know and what you've done, so that forgiveness can be done on the basis of knowledge and truth. And that's what we're talking about.
Well, Mr. President, you have our full commitment.
Let's stay here a little bit, Shegu. And don't take that stuff from the line there. We will still have it, but let's take this thing for a little bit. Boakai made a promise during his inauguration speech, and that speech actually made Prince Johnson angry. If you think I'm lying, let's listen to this.
How come before the election I was one of those Then after the election, telephone closed. Then what will the tell the pass? I say ingratitude is a cause. The act of ungodliness is ingratitude. And it's a call. It's ungodliness. Always appreciate that son I help you.
Okay, so that's why he said, and he think that he's no longer getting the call. But let me play you one more thing.
Those who go to speech, I was so sorry that the bishop should come. Inaugurations with everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we sit down with happiness. You go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's struggling to read. Then you put there, I will tell United Nations, I will tell US, I will bring 1.4 here. Because you think 1.4 are rejoicing? And by the time the woman was reading, when you got up there,
So let's look at the indications. No, this is a very serious progression into our political system. Joe Biden seems to be living by the promises he made that war crime code is going to come. He seems to be living by that promises. And I'm waiting for our panelists here. I don't know. You can forget to put the link there, so they always asking. So I hope
I already sent a link to them, and I sent it as well.
Okay, so we are waiting for them. They will come, and then we'll discuss. Shegu, it is becoming very apparent. It is becoming glaringly apparent that Joseph Boyka is interested in breaking war crime code. And now, as I always tell people, I have now been a supporter of the war crime code. But as it is, if the Liberian people desire that war crime code is the best way forward, I am all for it. I'm all for it. We cannot fight the will of the people. That's what the will of the people is all about. When the people say we want this, that's what they want. But I want to pick on specific thing on our video that we just played with Alan White. Two things I wanted to play with. The first one, Joseph Boyka invited Alan White. Alan White did not come to Joseph Boyka by himself.
Mm-hmm.
It means there is an extraordinary interest of the president in the war crime code. Segu, if I invite you to my office and say, Segu, come, I want to see you to talk about radio station, it means I got interest in the radio station establishment. If you come to me and say, big brother, I came here so we can talk about radio station, you mean you are encouraging me to get into it. In this case, Alan White was not encouraging Joseph Boyka. Alan White was sleeping in his bed and he was enjoying himself, thinking that the war crime code in Liberia was no longer going to be even possible. He was almost getting done with his war crime code in Liberia. He's old now. He's not strong anymore. He's no longer a war crime code prosecutor. He has resigned. He has retired. And then Joseph Boyka placed a call to him. He said, Alan White, wake up. The job is not done yet. That is the vibe I'm getting. Alan White, get up now. The job that you started is not over yet. Come to Liberia. Come to my office. I want to discuss with you. And I want to establish the war crime code in Liberia. That's what Joseph Boyka did. And Ellen White came to Liberia. And I want to flag that specifically that Joseph Boyka's interest in the war crime code is undoubtedly clear. It's undoubtedly clear, Shegu. It's not clear. It's not even hidden. Then the second part I want us to take, and I'm waiting for the panel when they come, we'll delve into that. Yeah, I thought Solo come on. This is serious, and I want Brother Selim to come here and let's look at this very well. Joseph Boyka said in that video, if you and I listen to, the man said it is a concern that in Liberia, impunity is not a way of life that should be the way of life in Liberia. As a result, people have disrespected, disregarded the rule of law. Respected the right, they disrespected the rights of the people, they disrespected the law, and there's a time for us to put the things back on the star. That's a strong statement. He is not only saying, look, We need war crime code to certify Liberian, the Liberian president one worker. He doesn't speak political terms. They not speak political terms. They say, oh, the Liberian people wanted so, we will bring it. He not say so. He said, I am concerned that people have been disrespecting the law. People have not obeyed the law. They have disrespected the law. They have disobeyed the law. They have disrespected our people. And so the war crime code is an answer to institute impunity, to institute against a rule of law against impunity. Those two things, I want to flag them very seriously. Joseph Boakai is more clearer today. Joseph Boakai is more clearer today than any time in his entire life that he wants war crime code. I hope, I'm going to make a guess here. I hope Ellen did not hate this man because this man wanted a war crime code a long time. Because
Ellen knew that ever since.
Yeah, right?
Ellen knew that ever since. In fact, this is why if Joseph Boakai had taken the presidency in 2017, but now the War Crimes Code is on course. This is why Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, allegedly from sources, told Joseph Boakai that if you become president for Liberia, let me tend to men. Now, what baffles me most is that the CDC government, from day one of their protest to ascend to the position, have always been the establishment of the War Crimes Code. But when they got there, they pushed reconciliation instead of the War Crimes Code. That a little bit started making them not famous with the international community, though they received some gift, some money. But if you look at the relationship with Uncle Sam and Liberia, you come to realize that they were more alike friendly. The government were more alike friendly with that of the Arab country, the French country, and the Chinese country. The tide for the American government were not too strong. Looking at Joseph Boakai inauguration, you have the former ambassador accredited to Liberia, Linda Greatfield. She was here, and she was in full swim and gave her support, even though Joseph Boakai almost fainted. But later on the next day when they met, she gave her support to Boakai and said, the American government is standing with you. Now, I will not be surprised when Boakai went to America right after he was announced president. I will not be surprised that there were in-house decisions taken or discussion had in the United States about this particular War Crimes Code. Boakai sent for Allen White. Yesterday evening, before I invited Brooks on this platform, I was also talking about this issue of the war crime because Front Page Africa is posting it every day. When Arthur Solo said, the people who put in the war crimes code are not the people who are supposed to push it because they're not supposed to cry more than they believe. The Liberian people should push it. Now, Front Page Africa is reporting that next week, Representative Moluba will be sponsoring a bill that he will meet with Ambassador Van Schaak and expert, and the bill which will come in the form of a resolution to place on the House floor by Tuesday or Thursday next week. So, I spoke about executive order. When I talk about the executive order, it was like even executive order will not hold. But this is what they're saying. President Joseph Boakai has reportedly been procrastinating on signing an executive order. If President Boakai signs an executive order, this war crimes code, because Boakai is the president for the Liberian people, and the cry of the Liberian people has been set up a war crime court, In all of the campaigns areas, they push the issues of the war crimes court. Now listen, Mr. Gerald and the rest of the team that will be on this platform. Let's talk so and talk so. Whether Somali is related to any of those people who their names suffix today on the war crimes court stuff, that you are related to them and they are in leadership. Let's be very sincere. To have killers, to have murderers, whether under any circumstances, to become your leaders and taking decisions over you that they kill people from, we just talking that this country can never be reconciled until justice is being given to the perpetrator, the victims or circumstances in this country. You can't have the perpetrator.
Indeed, Sekou, you are on point with that, especially for those of you who are advocating for the war crime court. For those of us who are advocating against the war crime court, even though our advocacy don't look any strong anymore. To be honest with you, I gotta be honest, my advocacy against the war crime court no longer stronger. And the reason why it's not stronger anymore, Sekou, and my brother Arthur, you are most welcome here. It's because we have a situation where the truth and reconciliation or recommendations were all ignored. They were all ignored.
Ignored by the very woman who's supposed to have been banned from politics for 30 years.
Exactly. It is ignored by President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf because the recommendations of that TRC barred Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for 30 years from taking any public office. And she didn't want that to happen. She had already been violated. She already president. So the legislature, it was not submitted to the legislature for our ratification, which was supposed to be. The lawmakers themselves were all conflicted. Some of them were warlords, and they were not going to even ratify that true reconciliation.
They didn't ratify executive order, we take it.
Yeah, but even if Ellen was going to do it, but if the law says it will be ratified by the executive, by the legislative, and the executive will sign it into bill, which becomes a prosecutable or a piece of evidence, a piece of law in Liberia. That didn't happen. So it defeated some of us. And I thought this is very huge. So, Sekou, I want you to go back, put that thing back on the screen. I told you to leave it there.
It's still there.
Okay, I want you to put it back on the screen, and I want you to read it from the top. And then I'll tell you to stop second place. And then we'll discuss.
Yeah, you just put it because you took it out.
Oh, I don't want to go out?
Yeah, just hit on it.
Take it out. I didn't take it out. I didn't take it out.
Okay, I'll bring it right back. I'm gonna bring it right back.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna bring it right back. We need to do.
If you don't mind.
No, don't worry, Chief. I will definitely take care. Just to you that it's on the screen right now.
Okay, good.
Good. Now, if you look at the screen,
I want you to read it, Sekou. We're going to give you a chance to read it. You will stop certain place, and then we'll tell you to stop. There are certain words that I want you to I want Liberian people to understand what front page is reporting. And let me just make this disclaimer. It does not mean by we reading the front page newspaper, it means that everything the front page is saying is our opinion or we agree to that. But we are telling you we are a media institution and we are working in collaboration with other media institutions. So when we see something in the other media institutions that makes sense, that are discussable, we discuss that. So go ahead, Sekou.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, if you see this story on the front page Africa, it has a caption that says, War and Economic Crimes Court in striking distance with resolution expected before the legislature next week. You see the photograph here? I don't have to describe it again. We're all seeing it, those of us who are looking at it. Now it goes for reading. A resolution for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court for Liberia is expected to be put on the floor of the lower house of the National Legislature next week. In the wake of the visit of Beth Van Schaak, U.S. Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice to Liberia, Front Page Africa has reliably linked. While the details of the resolution will be sponsored by Representative Smokey Moluba, an independent candidate, District Number 3, Monserrado County, it stayed unknown. The pending resolution comes amid reports gathered by Front Page Africa that plans are on the way for the trial to take place in Ghana, Accra. Diplomatic sources inform that alleged perpetrators from the country's 14th civil war, brutal civil war conflict, will be tried and, if convicted, serve their sentences in Ghana, seaport town of Winneba. Now, I will bring this Winneba for you to see. Those of us on the screen, I think they already took the picture of it. This is where the perpetrators, if found guilty, will be. Then we'll come back to begin the reading of that particular story. Resolution on the floor next week. Representative Moluba, the bill sponsor, confirmed to Front Page Africa that he will meet with Ambassador Van Schaik, an expert. The bill, which will come in the form of a resolution to be placed on the House floor by Tuesday or Thursday. The Liberian Civil War began in 1989, which we know all these things, that how many presidents were dead, and you just name it. But let's come right here. The TRC report has some useful recommendations to address war crimes and atrocity. We encourage those in positions of power to look very carefully at those recommendations. It is never late to dispense justice. The individual who suffered the crimes are still calling for justice, and those who represent them should look into their call.
Thank you very much, Sheku. That's where I wanted you to stop. That is where I wanted you to stop. Thank you very much, Sheku. And listen, guys, this is the part of the of this we have to look at very carefully. The lady Beth is reminding Liberian people. I just told you about the TRC. Beth is reminding Liberian people that the TRC made recommendations. Those recommendations call for prosecution of certain people. Those recommendations call for certain people now holding office in Liberia for 30 years. Those recommendations call for certain actions to be taken against people who did bad things to our people. Those recommendations, I thought they were never implemented. Now, by next week, Beth Van is already in Liberia, is U.S. Global Crime Ambassador at large. She's in Liberia working with some lawmakers, some stakeholders, to make sure that the TRC recommendations, as far as it concerns the War Crime Code, is implemented. So the question now is, we're talking about two things here, Arthur, and I want you to speak to this. We are talking about two things here. One side of our mouth is talking about peace and reconciliation, uniting the country. All the country is divided in the middle, 50% against and 50% for. At the same time, another side of our mouth is saying those people did heinous crime, they committed heinous crimes, they need to be punished, and we should bring war crime court. How can we juxtapose looking for peace and reconciliation and looking for justice for the Liberian people during the Civil War? How do we play with that? Is Joseph Boakai proceeding rightly?
Gibson, senior man, thank you. And thank you, Sheku. I know he probably in the back. You see, I said this yesterday when we were talking. And I want to make sure I clarify something with you. You said that, Boakai Allen was sitting on your own. He don't have time. And this one, Boakai is the one that invited him. Not necessarily, no. You see, there's forces at work and people don't see it. Forces at work, people don't see it. What you think that Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, have the power to say you attack Niger? Are you talking to the Senate? or the army, that he know that he not even popular with the army, he was against it. You know what he was depending on? France. So if somebody talking, you have to look in the underlying statement they're making. And when acting like to say meeting with white guy and all the things is something somewhat new. You know, but it's not. But one thing I want to bring, Front Africa can dose the people with LSD, whatever they want, what kind of chemical mustard they want. But here's the thing. One thing I want to urge the Liberian people, this is a scare tactic. If President Bouaka really want to do a good job, he took office 30 days, we have over 7 people dead. You know, you want to do a good job, bring the country together, unite the country, trying to put the country, the budget of the country not go to the house yet, but then the war crime economical will be the first bill that go on the floor. What kind of sense it make? You didn't put out there, they just sitting out there waiting for Bouaka to tell them what to do. They reminded Bouaka that, hey, my man, we not receive the budget yet, or the time going. But Bouaka running around talking about war crime code. They can kill your entire budget. What are you going to do? Which means Bouaka not serious to govern. He just there to make noise. Maybe Prince Johnson pressurizing him, and pressure going on, he having many stroke. So he trying to do this thing to push back Prince Johnson. That's number one. Number two, that bill, I can guarantee you, the amount of brown envelopes that you can give, you can give it. Maybe it will pass. But if it passes, the problem will come with the enforcement.
What do you mean by the problem will come with enforcement?
Thank you. Now you might bribe the people, whoever you need to bribe to get the bill passed, you put it into order. You think that hypothetically, you want to accuse people of war crime. The first definition, you have to identify what their crime originated from. Some people claim to be freedom fighter. They are rebels. You rebel against the government, right? So in that fight, people will die. So if you can specifically identify that this group or the Lofa Defense Force, which Bouaka created, bullet killed this person, it's going to be problematic. So what you're gunning for is people like Prince Johnson, that they are popularly known to be the general for all those things. These are the people you're gunning for. Okay, fine. Maybe you can go for it. But you think that the people that supported Prince Johnson all the time when he get re-elected to power, going to allow it in Liberia, you Gibson know that? When the country divided itself through voting, then you will come and grab one of them that they're depending on, or that put you in power. You expect the country to remain calm because they will have a U.S. drone flying over. That's the place the U.S. hypocrisy will come out. When the 14 years ago, what was going on, U.S. not saying drone, then I said, I'm going to say, hey, stop now. You sit down, let's talk about it. No. But Firestone were benefiting. Firestone benefit were going up because there's no custom duty. There's nothing to stop them to take what they want to take. WRC company were cutting all the logs, and Menas and Home Depot here were getting all their plane they want. You know? And now, after 20 plus years, you want to come back and say, oh, I'll prosecute the person. You were prosecuting the wrong person. You want to prosecute Ellen Johnson, according to the Constitution of Liberia, she immune to any criminal charges. What are you going to do? Repeal the entire Constitution of Liberia because you want the International Criminal Court? Because that's her defense. She's a former constitution. You're going to break her down? Let's go to the number 3.
Well, that's what she did when she was president.
But that's right. That's
what she did. What she did before becoming a president.
That's the power she had, Mr. Jerome. That's the power she inherited. Because if you, let me tell you, you think that John Manley, we are not able to do a criminal court. He was a clean, slim guy to do it. But there's an underlying thing that he look at. It will break the country apart. It will easily ignite another civil war. And then we'll see whether the American will help.
My brother, no war coming in this country.
Let me say the thing.
No war coming in the country.
You can say that. That's a U.S.
Let me tell you one thing.
So let me finish.
You can say that, but that's why the people been saying when people were in Butu all the time, oh, that put them, they stay in the bush. Across the town today, we'll have 200 plus people dead. The movement of war crime code should be pushed by these people For me, I'm not advocating that the court shouldn't come. If the court come, why are you going to Ghana? What's wrong with Liberia? Did I want to take a piece of land, build a 45 prison in Liberia just to set an example if the US is actually serious? Why are you taking it to Ghana? Why you have to be in Ghana? People trying Ghana system better than the Liberian system? Then what are you there for? What exactly the justice you're fighting for? What exactly the justice about economics? When you're taking the prison, you're carrying it to Ghana. You're taking the cases will be tried in Ghana. Who in Ghana or who in Liberia will benefit from the trial in Ghana? Who there will be watching it? Who will say, I'm dressing up the money, my uncle died, my auntie died, I'm going to the courthouse to sit down there and see the guy. Who ought to do it? Are they going to pay people away and charter them to Ghana? It's not about saying, oh, this will not happen. You don't have control over every Liberian in that country. The control of the Liberian people are different. Right now, we're having the same problem. People are there in Kema County because some idiot fired their weapon.
I thought start bringing the issue of Cape Mount to this particular issue.
It is the security issue.
No.
It is.
No.
It
seems that you have problem. It seems that you have problem. It seems that you have problem with the War Crimes Co-Creation.
I have problem with the person that pushed me.
Coming. Wait for me, Chief. Wait for me. It seems that you got problem with the War Crimes Code thing. Apparently, maybe you got family people who are in position and their names are on the listing, and probably you feel that it's not necessary.
Not necessary, no. You see, they play you wrong.
No,
you're wrong.
After let me finish.
Okay, let me finish. I will clarify his statement.
Yeah, I thought let me come. What you're saying over there, this is not about Shah. All right? This is not just about Shah. This is about, let me tell you, I have something here, Mr. Jerry. Let me share this thing quick. If you can give it a chance, let it just appear on the screen quickly. Look at this thing. This is a resolution of the House of Representatives in the United States. They agreed.
I want you to send it to me. So
they resoluted.
Put it in the chat room.
Yes, I will definitely do that. They resoluted. In their resolution number 3, in their resolution number 2, they said they urged the government and people of Liberia to support the Truth and Reconciliation process through full implementations of the recommendation of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, including the establishment of an extraordinary criminal tribunal, and support effort by the Department of States and United States Agency for International Development to advance Liberian efforts toward national reconciliation through continuous support for the rule of law, effective governance, and the robust roles of civil society. Now, this one, I'm sending it to you right now.
We're not reading it to the screen. Put it in the chat room. Let me make it bigger.
I'm sending it to you now, Mr. Jerry.
For everybody, put in the chat room.
Yeah, I'm sending the link. As soon as you click on the link, it will appear.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to make it bigger so we can read it. Look, it's small.
This is not just about Shah. This is about the United States.
I can come in, I need to debunk your statement then. So I giving you a chance to finish so I can come in and debunk your statement. Maybe
you will always debunk it once about the establishment of the War Crimes Code.
I'm trying to tell you now. So tell you finish priority. Let me tell you.
Something you're not in favor of from the day we started this thing. You in favor of it at all.
Then you're wrong because we are in favor of the War Crime Code. My organization.
I already said it there.
My organization fight for War Crime Code. But the problem you have that you're not understanding my statement is not these people.
Who
we
people?
Have capable people. Let me finish. I gave you a chance. You finish. Let me finish. We have capable people to do it, but not the U.S. government. You're talking about the U.S. House Resolution. What was the U.S. House Resolution when war was going on? You have a resolution to stop the war. What was the House Resolution when the apartheid regime was killing the South African? What was the House Resolution? This is what? Control. And why is it that Liberia cannot the House? We don't have our own house. We are a sovereign nation. Is it not? We don't have to breathe any air that the U.S. wants to breathe. We can create our own law. That's why we are an independent country. The House in Liberia, the House of Representatives, have their power to pass their own resolution without the U.S. saying, this is what you should do. This is what we are tired of. Maybe this is why you don't get. When we say, oh, no, we want to walk around, but not this guy. Because the guy that's going to tell me how to eat my palm butter rice East Red Roof is not the guy to be friend with. You can't come in my house and tell me what to do. For you thinking that, oh, when Van Shark or whoever any white come in, everything gonna be smooth. It's not. We seen their first hand of work, the second hand, the third hand, we seen it. So the U.S. resolution that you quoting, what was the U.S. resolution for Gambia? When their own men that they supported here from Houston, Texas, want to overthrow the government at time. The U.S.
But Arthur, let's do it like this. Arthur, let's do it like this.
Give me 1 minute.
Hold on, I come in, just hold on. The thing is, there are three things we are discussing right now. And I let the resolution to stay on the screen because this resolution was passed immediately when George Weah took over. This resolution was intended to remind George Weah about the unfinished business in Liberia. George Weah did not even pay heed to this. Okay? He didn't pay heed to this. So this resolution in November 2018, George Weah then was just about to get elected. And after election, this was intended to remind him that even though you are going to election, whoever that wins, remember that there's an unfinished business we have on the table. And that's where you see where Sheku was reading here about the extraordinary tribunal that should have been established. Okay, that's what Sheku was reading here. So after what you were saying, it is difficult for us to divorce the United States government from the things that are happening in Liberia. It is very difficult because these people dictate what actually go on around the world. And because we have not listened over the years, this is why we continue to go back and forth. Actually, your opposition for war crime court, you never state here why you are opposed to the war crime court. You haven't stated it yet. The reason why I was opposed to it was because the Liberian people chose TRC. But now my support is getting weaker for the TRC because it was never implemented. So are we going to continue to every government account, we talk about war crime code. Every government account, we talk about war crime code, but we cannot implement it. Is that how we're going to do it? Or we're going to go to the war crime code once and for all and prosecute anyone who is wanting, anyone who has issue. We just prosecute them. People go to the war crime code, exonerate themselves and proclaim that they have never committed crime according to what the allegations are. They did everything right. They were defending their people. George Bole, Tomo Yaya, Prince Johnson, Zizi Maza, all these people that were killing people. Some of them were commanders, some of them were all bosses. Almost 250,000 people were lost in the Liberian Civil War. The TRC was intended to solve a problem. Politicians play with it and did not implement the TRC. The only thing I wanted for Sheku to respond to, which you also responded to, was how are we dealing with peace and security? Is Joseph Boakai going to be implementing peace and security by instituting war crime court? Or is Joseph Boakai going to be evading and breaking down peace and security by bringing war crime court? And after you talk about people from Nima protecting their own, for example, protecting Prince Johnson, the question is, are the Nima people even willing to take up arms against the multilateral or conglomeration, the US, the United Kingdom, the France, because I saw US put their hand inside, all the people put their hand inside. Are they willing to form a fighting force against any of the collaboration just because they don't want Prince Johnson to go to war crime court? Is it possible? Can Nima people now, after enjoying themselves, you go to Ghana and Poor enjoying themselves, they play booming. You go to any of the Nima said they are doing their new life. So because the war crime court say Prince Johnson is arrested and will be going to Ghana for prosecution, will Nima people now take up on to fight the Liberian government or to fight the US government or fight anybody for that matter because they don't want Prince Johnson to go to court? After this is a serious question we need to ask ourselves.
Gibson, I like the way you ask it, but I want to clarify something. I want to say something to Sekou. I never opposed the war crime code. My organization, the CLN, vouched for it. Even we call Dr. Washington, one of the, I forget her first name, one of the lady that worked with Vordier, when Vordier made that directorial statement about the people, and she came on our show to clarify it. I support it. But it's not the guy, the people that are pushing it are not the people to push it. If it will be done, I said it yesterday, even if they want to be behind the scene, empower the original federal government, ECOWAS, to do it. That's, you see, the thing Sekou don't understand is that the U.S. government interest is for the U.S. government and their citizens alone. They don't have any other interest for anything. You can be Jehovah, Wesley, pray all you want, but when it comes to all of this, their interest is to their country. You saying that, oh, the Prince Johnson will not fire the multilateral. Let me give you an example. This is the same ignoring that ECOWAS did with Niger that caused France to be kicked out. Because France was so comfortable all the year that nobody can attack them. Until boom, somebody stood up and they went to Russia, they went to China. Russia and China fall behind them. They are bombarding. Even the terrorists in Burkina Faso were being sponsored by France just to keep Burkina Faso destabilized and Mali destabilized. But in the past few months, the people regained their country because the Chinese and the Russians helping them. You make a very striking point that we can't disengage from the American government. We may not. Yeah, the people in Nima or in Grand General or in Lofa may not be able to fight the entire U.S. Army. But the war crime code will do their thing. They will fly people out. Sierra where Sierra Leone is now? They still in Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone have U.S. forces, peace forces there? No, nobody there. And then the problem, there will be no peace between them. You will not be able to travel through Nima country, and the Nima people say, no, that you don't want to do them well. The internal fighting will continue. What kind of country you want to have? You can't move freely. Or you want to start pointing fingers, them men are Guillaume, them men are Manigo, them men are Crown, what must start doing now? Right? That's the underlying thing that what we say that the U.S. shouldn't be the one proffering this thing. Empower the regional government as there, which is ECOWAS. ECOWAS will do a better job than the United States government. So that's what I'm saying, that you cannot cry more than the
ECOWAS are weak like that. ECOWAS are weak like that. Are just restored.
Who made ECOWAS weak?
ECOWAS weak like that.
Who made ECOWAS weak? Now the same people. Why you think the weakening ECOWAS?
So that the ECOWAS are coming to the ECOWAS are listening now.
Thank you very much, guys. Look, we'll continue to discuss the war crime code.
The war crime code is in the interest of the Liberian people. Yes.
I messaged with discussing it, and I thought there were unfinished talk, and that we needed to continue it. Let's talk about the other issue, the King George situation. Those of you who listen to the police director, should we have a video?
I'm sure I have it, but I have to check for it again because I just
check for it. Anything get a video, then you send it to me, and then I can edit it quickly. We'll take out all the stupid part and take the main part and do it. Just send it to me from your inbox. You can send it to my inbox, or you send it in the chat room. I will see it, and then I can edit them quickly, or download and edit them quickly. I don't have that video, but somebody was playing it on the phone for me. And what the police director, Gregory, Gregory, he is saying that the people in King George, they have weapons. I will show you one of the things they consider weapon. I'm going to show you what they consider weapon. Let me share it, and then I will. Let me share it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Thank you, Sekou. Thank you. I think I see something here that you share. I don't know which one is it. Okay. I think, no, not this one. Yeah. Okay. So if you look on the screen here, you see the guy holding something in his hands. Those of you who are used to riot, when American riots are taking place during Donald Trump time, even now, people carry peppers in their hands. they carry bottle with how do you call it here, gasoline in their hands, and that's how they burn places in the first place. What that guy has in his hand, that's what the police director referred to as weapons. Because of that, they killed 3 people in Kinjor, and they are justifying the killing of those 3 people on the basis of this image. They are calling this a weapon. The man has stick in his hand and have battle in his hand. Whatever battle that in his hand, whether that gasoline inside or nothing inside, we don't know. We are not sure. But what is in the left hand is like a stick. What is in the right hand is like a battle. And the police director, instead of even identifying or even sending his condolences to the bereaved family as a humanistic attitude to be a human being and say, look, my people, you lost your family member. We are very sorry that it happened. We are going to investigate this and get to the bottom of it. Instead of doing that, Gregory is telling us that those protesters who gathered and were protesting were having weapons, and that's why the police fired on them and killed 3 of them. You know, sometimes I feel so bad. It just means after I look like violence in our community is not going to finish very soon. Because people justify wrong things. How can you justify the killing of 3 people out of just a single person holding something in his hand? Did the man shoot any police officer? Did any police officer die in the instance? Yes, we know that. So they were throwing stones, and some of the stones hit the police officer. Arthur, have you not seen in this country where police officers are brutalized by protesters?
Protester, dragged,
beaten by protesters.
Schools are burned down.
People burn down places by protesters. And you see the police opening the weapon and shooting at them. You ever see that? But in our country, Liberia, everything is justified. Everything is justified. Whether you do bad, you do good. Once it is in the government interest and the government want to protect the interest, they defend it, they justified it. And this is the same Gregory every time he become police director, police will kill. I want to hear from you guys. Let's start with Sheku. Sheku, look, and sometimes I can be hesitant to tell you to speak because when in Grand Jide, they say, oh, you're talking because of Grand Jide. But this is not, it's beyond Grand Jide. It's beyond Cape Mount. It's beyond the fact that you come from Cape Mount. It's beyond any of those things. It is Liberians' interest, and the reason why they were protesting. They are genuine reasons, and they needed to be respected. And because nobody want to listen to them, this is why the people protested in the first place. If they were listening to them, they would not get in the street to protest.
Thank you very much. I frank on the police for the action they took. When it comes to releasing the live bullets that kill people, it's not a good thing. But on the other hand, when every time you notice that a police officer release a bullet, except for a very careless officer who have already worked on an order to carry on an action, apparently that was the order given, kill. But if that was in the order given professionally, if the police officer finds out that his life is at stake, what his eyes could do is to fire in the air or on the ground. If yesterday he finds out that it's not easy, that the people are running to him, that they can kill him, a man can fire and break anybody full for him to escape and go and explain it. Because if he died there, he died there. You and myself, we were not on the scene. There has not been video footages of the interaction. I just sent you a link to one of the victims. In fact, the very active lady who participated in the protest. They were interviewing her. That should be the second link that you will click on. You will find it when she was explaining. I was in there, so I don't know the friction, the level of tension that went between the police and the protester. But from what the girl said to me, or to the interviewer, that they did not have anything like guns. Nothing like guns they did have with them. Anything like. But if they also saw that their life was at stake, and the only way is to release the bullet.
The only way, let's play that video. Let's play that. Let's hear it from the girl herself. Please. Let's elaborate people.
You got it. You got it.
I got it. Hold on. Just hold on for me. Okay, so here is the video here. Let's play that video.
And one may hear the court about Allen, the Green people in Green Camo County, including me, with Salena, we not want Daba Allen.
Who's the Daba Allen?
Daba Allen is a country in Green Camo County, everywhere beyond Mountain Air. We say we not want him because he's not in our interest.
Why is he doing that? The citizens of King George is refusing to allow him being the country manager of B Mountain.
We in King George, we need chlorine, we need water. We learn that the chemical that B Mountain using here is the second most dangerous chemical in the world. They using the air, they can't get all water. We drink it pond water. No chlorine in the place, we drink it pond water. When our men work, they can't pay them on time. They can't even pay them the money that they're supposed to pay them. Imagine somebody working on ground, brother. Somebody working on ground, they're working for $350. When they work, at the end of the month, they gain them $400. When they gain the $400, they will call it again, they say overtime. They will call overtime, they call the poor salary, and then they gain a little of nothing. So all the women, the protest started with the women. That's what made the women raise consent to go and go protest. I was one of the protesters.
So how it all started?
The protest started. All the women of King George, we went to Hallway Gate, which is Boone Gate. They play their company car can pass, and they play all the citizens who can pass to go on the main road. When the women we do real black. When we black the road, we say no car will come in, no car will go in. If motorbike boys, because it was on Thursday, you know, our area of the market, therefore on Thursday. If you want to go in the market, where our road black, you will get down, you get on another bag to go and buy your food.
So were there prior conversations with Deba Allen or the heads of the company giving an area notice that you people are going to protest?
Yes, people know because they passed with the announcement in the car that you were going to be a wild protest. Even in Tewa, people were protesting the same day.
What did the company do to adhere to this protest or to stop people from protesting? Were there conversations beyond the scene?
No, we don't see any company, we don't see anybody to come and talk to us. Even the HR, we only saw the HR car came and stopped to the PSU guys. When he talked to the PSU guys and got in the car, he went.
Were they doing the protest? I'm saying before the protest, before the meeting.
No.
There was no negotiation.
Nothing.
It was only during the protest that you saw
the HR to come and talk to the PSU people, but he never came to any citizen, and we never bothered them. We started protest in the morning hour there. I was holding a placard. I even on video. I even have video for it. So when we were doing the protest, Kim, she was going and go up on a blame where they were having meeting there. We stopped her. We said she can't pass. The senator Daba Fabla. We said she can't pass. She appealed to us. She said she had an urgent call. So she begging us we will allow her pass. That's how we allow her to pass. When she was coming, we stop her again. We said our man is not easy on her. But the protest will not stop protesting. We don't have gun. We don't even have food to eat. We don't mind even crediting food for all to eat, but we want what we want something. Because we can't be in King George, young girls are not working. They will take their girlfriend from wherever they bring them here to work. So it may all angry. We can be in Kinjoya, the guy, women in Kinjoya, that not working since they entered 2012, they're not working the year. And I want to woman. At 22 years, going to 23 years, I got right to work here as a Liberian citizen. So it may all angry when there. When we started protest, that her in the evening hour was stay there, Madaba left us. But before then, Madaba store was talking to her family king. The B man for the country, they call him PSU man, they call him family, Mr. Famule. They call him Mr. Famule. So when he came, he wanted to papa me to go to the woman. I said no. I said, so he can pass, I beg you. He said, why? I said, because the citizen talking to the person that they elect, our senator, so he can pass. Then he asked me a question. You own Grand Kemo County more than me? I said, I don't do about you. But for me, I'm from Grand Kemo County. He said, where you from? I said, I'm from Tewa. Which clan? I said, I'm from Menemasa clan. He said, myself, I'm from Go. But when you ask to be today, we kill.
Did the protest started on a peaceful footing?
Peaceful protest will have video. No protester are having gun.
What caused the protest to take another way around?
Okay. One of the aspiring they call Tower Pharaoh. He came with the PSU guys. He came, he was wanted to pass. Wema Tower Pharaoh. He was wanted to pass. He came to us. I was there. And our cheerleader, youth cheerleader were there. So when he came, he said, gentlemen, please, let me pass. We said no. Tower Pharaoh, you want to stay citizen from here. And you even contested. So please go back home. We can't accept you now. Please. He said, oh, gentlemen, please let me pass. We said no. He talked it 2 times. He didn't say 2 on the PSC guy called him. When the PSC guy called Pharaoh less or many, the PSC guy came, they said, Chunky, take away our roadblock. They said they need a few more pass. We said no car passing. Even our senator will stop us from passing. Why he said the company few more pass? It will not happen. So in the start chunking there, so all the women, so women were there between 7 to 8 in the night. So that how we run all him. We said, well, what going on here? I thought you're supposed to be on your side. We on our side, we're not disturbing anybody. Now how he said, yo, move on the road. You move on the road. Now how he shoot in the air. Live bullet 2 times. He shoot in the air. When he shoot in the air, he took Pharaoh was there. Pharaoh, he was standing at the direct when they do that shooting. Now the PSC guy took Pharaoh and put him in the car. When they put him in the car, after shooting 2 times, was there talking to them. Now how they open tear gas on all. They open tear gas on all. It was not easy for all. The women will have to run, go in the estate. Some people share, some people go all and to that new creation area they're facing. Now everybody scatter. When everybody scatter now, now how they start advancing on all in the villages name. Even myself was affected. Tear gas enter here on all. My late daughter almost died. My sister almost lose her life. Now how we king Osa, in the whole community king Osa, we started looking for potato green. So when they did doing it until daybreak on them, when daybreak on them, how the protesters stay get together to stay go and do roadblock. To the simple a player war. When the protester went there, my late brother lose his life now. Well, he was with me in the night. I was holding him. He was not there because also with me were there.
How old is he?
The labor is 28 years old. He was born 1996. 28 years old.
28.
Yeah.
Is he a student?
Yes.
Were he involved in the protest? He was part of the protest?
No. Now women were doing the protest.
You know why I got him from that woman? The police, they antagonize the crew, the people.
So here's the thing. The guy who is interviewing, he's not a journalist. I'm not somebody was just interviewing. The woman raised a major issue and he just leave it and go. You know, so the woman will start talking about very important thing, then you ask questions that will carry the woman away. I would have really, really love to talk to that woman.
Yeah, because she said in her interview, she said we never had gone with us.
Yes.
So he would have asked more questions.
Yes, more questions about the gun because the issue of the protest is settled. We know why the protest took place. And the woman raised some very great issues. Their husband are walking on the ground. When they finish, it's time for them to take their pay. They make deductions. At the end of the day, the money comes down to nothing. And then they take their girlfriends, according to her quote unquote, take their girlfriends from Monrovia to bring them over there to work when they are there and they want work, they can't get work. These are legitimate concerns. But when you're talking about guns, people say we didn't have guns. But the police people say you have guns. So what were your people holding? Were they holding knives? Were they holding cutlasses? What were they having in their hand? Did you see anything? Those are questions that will have really explained. The woman will have explained everybody. The woman did well. She's very articulate.
The interviewer too did well. He may not be a pro like Sekou.
Yeah, no. Anybody can ask question at all.
Yeah.
But when you're a journalist, you pick up on people's comments.
I understand, but this is what we're talking about. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I'm just saying it because
one thing he clarified. The point that he made out like
we didn't get to juices because of the question, the line of questioning. That's why when you're doing journalism, they tell you always listen to the person. Pick up on what you don't know now. You know, pick up on what you don't know now. So okay, but the bottom line is these women are denying that they were having guns, and I think the police provoked the situation.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking as the crew.
Because the police officer who came to break apart their roadblock and shot in the air, what was the reason?
Thank you.
What was the reason for shooting?
Gibson, I said this, Sekou and I will say this. If you are a police officer, let's say Sekou call the police and say, Mr. Jeru want to kill me, and you're a police officer, you get there, you will be armed, yeah, because there's a life and death situation, get there, even you will draw your weapon. But when you meet Sekou, then Sekou not dead, and Gibson not dead to understanding, you holster your weapon and say, okay, what happened? You said Sekou, you say Gibson want to kill you. Yeah, he do that to me, so I stay right there. Gibson, what happened? Why you want to kill Sekou? You say, no such thing happened. I said, the man I pay rain, man I can't. Then you get the scope of it. But you arrive. The first thing that you want to tell the lady that you the owner more than she's not the owner of the county. You know, you establishing power. What is that supposed to mean? I can even come from Grand Gire. That's Liberia. I have full right.
How is it important?
You know,
how is it important to fight
yeah. You are being
if a crown man go to live in King George,
he has the right.
He is an inhabitant of King George. He's a resident of King George. There are a lot of fellow people, there are a lot of Latino people, there are a lot of Gil people, there are a lot of Mano people, there are a lot of Basso people that live in different parts of Liberia. And they are being there contributing to the growth of the town. They are citizens of Liberia and they have residency in the town. That doesn't make them less of a person in that town. But this is what our people do. People who do not respect the rights of the ordinary people. It has always been like that, and they have not changed. Let's go to our comment because we've gone fast spent, and we'll be ending in the next few minutes. Let's give Sekou chance to go and talk to.
I'm telling you, today's Saturday.
Let's give Sekou chance to talk to him.
Yeah. Starting with the whole.
I called nothing. I said to talk to his. His brother, his sister, his auntie, everything involved in our his. We want to welcome Anocha here. Thank you for coming, following all the time. And it's also Slawosi Yabawolo. I like the two combinations of the name as always, from one from Grand Gire, one from Lofa County. Anocha said the police inspector general should stop misleading the public about the deaths. He should remember that Madam Salif dismissed IG Mark Ambler for killing an unarmed. It should be unarmed. Armless means you cut your arm. Or unarmed means
we got it.
Unarmed protesters. I mean, we do the teaching here as well. We teach at the same time we broadcast. They say media is for what? Information, education, and information. So yeah, news. Yeah. So let me go to Henry Slebo says this RG should be fired immediately. I agree with you, but I mean, Joseph Baka will not fire him. I'm not going to call for something that will not happen. Anointed agreed that he should be fired, but Slawon came by. I can't continue this show today because I'm so hurt. Man, my heart is breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when you watched that video.
Yes. Yeah, which video?
the video of the girl. Before you came on, I played the full video.
Oh,
that was
yes.
when
Okay.
she can continue
Okay,
the show.
there you go. Thank you very much, Sheku. And let me go to Anointed. It says, Sheku, no pedigree of looting should equate to discharging of live bullets by the police. Where are the rubber bullets, peddlers, pellets, and cannons? I mean, there are so many things you can use to disperse protesters, not live bullets. Live bullets, why? Tear gas is understandable. Tear gas is universally acceptable. Okay, let me go to this one here. Says Lawa Boyu says, good evening, CEO, and good evening, Sheku, and good evening to panelists. Good evening to the many listeners and our motherland. CEO, before dealing with the topics under discussion, my attention has been drawn to the lady and one of the protesters from King George today. I felt very bad, like we've gone back to the dark days. How can peaceful protesters gather to petition their government be fired directly by Waka's police? In the testimony of the lady, she said they gathered to petition their government. Indeed. So let me go down here. He said, we need justice for the people of Grand Cayman County, most especially the people of King George. Look at the people that were fired directly. Can Arthur please speak to the issue of King George positively instead of pleading for war crime court not coming to Liberia? Why Arthur? Arthur?
It's a fair game.
Now I say we need justice for the people. He continues, war crime code is necessary for Liberia. What is the benefit of Liberia? War crime code will only open all wounds. I think he meant war crime code is not necessary. That's what he meant. Because if it's going to open all wounds, all souls, then it means that it is not necessary. I think he's supporting Arthur at this point. Arthur don't want no war crime code. They think it's a
war crime code. I just don't people that
but Daniel Solos is greeting us. Lawa comes back, and that will be our final comments. It says CEO Gregory Coleman is a criminal and a killer. This guy has a record of killing peaceful citizens. He did it during Ellen Johnson regime. Now, Gregory himself has not gone to shoot anybody. But if you are head of the police and your officers are shooting people and you're providing weak excuses for their actions, then people will accuse you of being a criminal. Then people will accuse you of being a killer. And because you as anything going to go to King George to go shoot. But instead of dealing with the issue and even but after security people got a way of dealing with the issue.
They do, but this guy not security. For the girl interview, these guys are not security. This guy is a gangster. He goes around. Maybe he been bowling that town for too many times, so he don't have no regard for the rule of law. This is the thing that we're not paying attention to. But Sekou is yelling for war crime when they can't even control my county situation, you know. But the idea behind this guy that this in the first place.
That Liberian government will take care of war crime code.
After you touch the man, you pay right away.
It's 200 million.
200 million not be anything, my brother, for the U.S. government.
Okay? Start.
200 million not be anything.
200 million for a war crime code, like brother, that will raise the money in no time.
Yeah, what they can do it for the role in Liberia, what they can do it for the healthcare center, what they can do it for the education
These
system.
people will go for prosecution.
Let them go. We're waiting for the prosecutor to go. But the main thing, what we're talking about here is this. The guy in the first place that when he meet the people, what's the point of this action?
Are you making a thing alone there that after the coming care of walk around?
No, because he thinks I have a stake in it. I'm a veteran of the war. All right? I don't have a stake in it.
I know how to play with the war thing.
I always say, even that my uncle there, Senator Yaya. That my uncle Senator Yaya. So
oh yeah, he's my uncle. We're from the same clan. We're from the same clan. But that Gibson will tell you. The first campaign, I don't want to say the first campaign. Gibson will tell you. I couldn't get used to fight on Gibson show most of the time. Yeah.
Look, guys, let me tell you this. I want to say,
I know.
But thank you very much.
Yeah, we just
guys, we gotta go, man.
Security, that's all.
Yeah, we gotta go. we want to say thank you very much, guys. Look, I'll do my closing now, and then I'll come to you guys to do your 1 minute closing. My closing, I don't know why I should start before Ato, because Ato will come and debunk all the things I want to say. There's no way.
Let me go before you, then you'll be the last.
I'll come back again. Here is the thing, guys. I have issues with the way the police handle the Kinjor thing, and I have issues the way the government itself is handling the Kinjor thing. The legislature set up a committee that was dispatched to Kinjor. Yeke Kolba was on our committee. Other lawmakers were on our committee. They went and assessed the situation. They should be able to report to the Liberian people whether indeed the protesters had gone or not. They shouldn't just keep it quiet, because what Gregory is doing now, and Gregory is not even your officer. You lied to the people you were in America. You were doing private security. You went to Liberia doing his confirmation hearing. He was exposed then. So you're not any trained security person. You're just doing private security here. The private security cannot be compared to a national security situation. But as serving as a police director in the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government, he should have learned from his mistakes. You cannot have 3 people being killed by your officers and you blame it on the people having gun when you know they don't have any weapons. Or I thought you would say, look, we regret the situation. We will make sure we get to the bottom of it. We'll investigate, and whoever is responsible will face the full weight of the law. We want to appeal to all citizens of Kinjor to remain calm. This government is not interested in victimizing its people. If you say that, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with saying something like that? Why will you go out there and make them angry more and say they were having weapons when they didn't have weapons? Somebody holding battle in their hand and sticking in their hand, you call it a weapon? You got live bullet being fired at the people? I don't know if they go to Nigeria, they fire live bullet. I don't know whether they will survive that. You go to Pekin, someone get it. No, to be honest with you, go to Nima, go to Nigeria. I don't know whether you're surviving. Go to Pekin,
you drag yourself into my trap now. You see it?
No, the thing hurting me because how can the police director of all people, you're supposed to be a diplomat at the same time a highly trained security officer. You are the #1 premier security officer in the country. And you are telling people have weapons because the guys sticking their hand with battle in their hand, so they have weapons. Your people, 3 people died. Some people are still in the hospital. Your soldier, your police fired live weapon on people. Protested with women. Your police officer provoked the situation. Then you can't say that people were having weapons. They don't respect the lives of our people. There must be police, there must be investigation. Somebody must pay for this. It can't just go for nothing. I'd like to end here, and let me go to not Sekou, but Ato, and Sekou will close it off for us.
Thank you, and thank you, Sekou. Thank you, Jensen. People, we have to be very careful of things that we that in the media, we have a responsibility. You know what happening? I saw another interview with the youth and the chief for the town, and the guy was interviewing them. Even the elected official that passed through that area, they all helped combusted the problem to the level it got on. As an elected official, you see people protesting. They let you go to your urgent call meeting. You went there. On your way back, they stop you. You should have intervened. But you know what? I think the people in that area too, they deserve it a little bit, because these are the people you are elected to represent you. They are representing you the best way they can. This is the representative you put in power to represent you. Somebody that know that you're protesting, even live border fire. Where is she now? He or she, wherever she is. You come back and say, wait a minute, why are you firing live border? The people are passing myself. The people are protesting. Yeah, they might have blocked the road because they want answer. They block me. Who gave you the right to fire? As a lawmaker, you have that power. You'll be yelling at police officer will not do nothing to you. You will be the one that send a communication to the bosses in Morovia there to draw in more people. But they are all quiet and they are just sitting there. The people in the area are the ones fending for themselves. This is what we're talking about. Our people, they vote based on somebody giving you a voter ID card, or they give you $25. That's the problem we have it right there. Our lawmaker in the country cannot even read one sentence and finish it. You said that the people having weapons, you want to charge them with people having weapons, but you're not clarifying what sort of weapon they have. That single barrel, that M16. Accusing them of weapon. What kind of weapon they have, sir? They generally did not ask that question. What type of weapon they have? Because all I see, you suckle that person, but the other person that was standing with other stake that been, why are they calling weapon? That one can be BAR. Why it can be? But our people are so quick. You are the law of the country. You the one wearing the white hat for the law. And you the one acting like you are intelligent officer to lie to the people. When the NSA making that statement, I will stand with them because they are allowed to lie. That's their job. But as a police officer and the information minister too, the mouthpiece of the country, making all kinds of nonsense statements. But no, this administration not focusing on that. They want profit the bill that will bring work economic crime code. But the people in Kinjor can't even get their salary for the day they work for. Then you want go do war economic crime code. And Sekou say, yeah, good. I'm not saying work, I'm not against it. But when it will be done, let it be done by the people that have the sole purpose to do it, but not the guy that have a private security that is a contractor to the State Department wants to do it. Because you cannot cry more than the bereaved. If you want something done, you're talking about ECOWAS being weak. ECOWAS, who weaken ECOWAS? Are the same people weaken ECOWAS. This is why you see Burkina Faso left. Niger, Mali, they left. Because ECOWAS want to be a puppet for the France to attack Niger. You out of your mind? The same thing Liberia doing right now. You're going to Ghana to establish the code. What the code can be established in Monrovia? If somebody, if I accuse Sekou here, say that Sekou is a criminal, all the people that supporting that witness, they will not be on
the Ghana. Want a war crime code, we had to go at all. You cannot have a war crime code.
Selected few, you will take. They will not have representation.
You can't have a war crime code.
You will be the last person.
We're not leaving just now. Once you mentor, you tell them make a come back. We're not leaving just now. Let me finish.
You interrupt me by making my closing statement. The war crime code you talking about, you take it to Ghana. If the group of people witnessing that will say, oh no, Ato Solo or Jerome or Sekou not there, you will not put that person in play to carry that. That only selected people that selected justice. Let it be in Liberia. That way, when they say that Yagbaglo do it, then Yagbaglo will stay there. Then the people that are accusing Yagbaglo, they will stay there. All of them will stay there, and it will be done that way. But you go to Ghana, who get plane ticket to go Ghana and go big West? It's bad. War crime, economic crime is necessary, but it cannot be a security contractor to push it for their own benefit. All need justice. But the justice we're talking about, even the rule of law we're talking about, that won't be broken by the administration. They're not focusing on it. I want to see what they will get on their MCC car the quarters to see whether they will pass the rule of law. The rule of law being broken every day. You know, you arrest Boaka, who's sitting in office, he's the Lofa defense for creator. We're going to go after him. That's let's do it in a regional way. The people in Kinjor deserve justice.
The people in Kinjor need justice. And coming from no, we're not all going to agree with something on this page. We're all going to be, and that's what I want on this page, on this program, on this show. We will never agree with each other. We will always have divergence of opinion, and that's what I encourage. So the fact that Arthur does not agree with me, the fact that Sekou doesn't agree with me, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is for the people to make the judgment. Listening to Sekou, listening to Arthur, listening to Salif, listening to anybody, that they can make an informed decision. They help the system. So yeah, Sekou, you want to Lodi before you make a comment, or you want to make a comment now?
Arthur, the war crimes code will not be set up in Liberia. If you go into the TRC document, the witnesses who agree to go and testify, their names are there.
They will protect those witnesses and provide safe home for them. They will take it to another country and the radio will broadcast it. If they do it in Liberia, you will be inciting violence and things will go upside down. Don't talk, because they told me not to talk in your own opinion. I'm a party coming. So let us go to Ghana. If you are witness and your name on that list, they will carry you. They will put you in hotel and they will provide safety for you. If it costs them to give you political asylum, they will give it to you so that you can leave this country for your life not to be at stake. They did it in Sierra Leone, and today they are successful. No war law you will find in the parliament in Sierra Leone. So thank you very much. After you're not coming back.
It's gonna happen, huh?
I love you, my brother. You're there. I love you when you do it. Man, December coming like you, man. We gotta hang out, man.
It's not about you.
I know.
It's counting the minutes. It's counting the minutes. Today is Saturday.
You know what?
Go meet his.
That's why I'm thinking, man, you don't want to jump. Like all you own. But man,
I said goodbye. I said goodbye. We not get us to go and leave before us.
Jeru, what can one on motorbike for he to go? He already want me off the motorbike for he to go.
You.
All right, guys. Tomorrow we're going to be right here. We're going to discuss more of the items. Tomorrow we're going to say that the B Mountain, first of all, was created by Ellen and Joseph Boakai regime. So we are not surprised what is happening. George, we are inherited the company. Now the company has fallen back to JNB. We're going to look at tomorrow. How did they go about, certifying this company to be a concessionaire in Liberia? But we
and I was saying videos as well. I was saying
so whatever you get, you want to use, send it to me so I can be surprised. At least I go through it. Then I know what you're bringing and stuff so I can be appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Get that lady or the one I made the interview tape. Can we get her if it's possible?
Yes.
When we have the resources, we can go and get her, bring her right in the studio.
I'll talk to Bibra Gibbs, and when I edit it, I will do something so that we can pay her way to get her into the studio.
And not only her, you can even bring like two,
three people that we can make the connection and we can connect.
I'll have the two. You can get the two motorbikes. You and Bruce and go and get 2 or 3 people and bring them.
Yeah, because we need to get to this thing.
I think King George is not too far from the road.
The paved road, right? The road paved.
It's not the road going to King George, except
Okay, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We can't continue. We'll stay down. We'll not move from here. Me, I know.
We'll be on it.
Thank you very much, Arthur. Thank you for your commitment. Today we didn't have Brother Salih. He's somewhere else. He's somewhere. So
everybody
want to say thank you very much and goodbye for tonight.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We appreciate it. Folks, that's all the time we have, and we'll be here tomorrow. My name is Sheku Koroma in Liberia. Gibson is in the US. Bye-bye. We're out.